Today we are going to be making a bunch of different meals so that we can freeze them and we can have them later in the month. And in our last video, did you just show them? Yep, we have chicken. In our last video, we did our grocery haul for the month, and now we're gonna be cooking these meals. So in today's menu, we are going to be making a chicken wild rice soup, some breakfast burritos, some tikka masala, some mushroom stroganoff. What else? Anything else?
Did you say breakfast? Yeah, you did.
Breakfast burritos. It's a full day, so we're gonna get going. And first, we're gonna start on the breakfast burritos and the wild rice chicken soup, chicken wild rice soup, whatever you want to call it. Okay, go. So we have the chicken in the Instant Pot right now. We're gonna let that cook and get some of the juices and the fats out. And then once the chicken is cooked, we'll take that out and throw all the veggies in. So the onions and the garlic and the mushrooms and the carrots. Let those cook. Add the chicken, wait for it, add the chicken back in. And then add the cream and the broth and some seasonings. And we'll let all of that cook together. And we'll make one delicious pot of deliciousness. That's what we're gonna go with. So the chicken is in the main pot with the onions and the garlic and the mushrooms and the carrots. And now we are going to let that cook down, let those ingredients all get used to each other, and we're gonna assemble our breakfast burritos now. Burritos are done and they were delicious, and the wild rice soup is cooking down. I'm gonna start on tikka masala, and the first thing that I'm gonna do is I actually put the chicken in the Instapot. It's gonna cook down. I'm gonna let it set for a little bit and then I'll cube it up and throw it into a different pan with some onions and garlic and things like that. If you've never made tikka masala before, it's a Indian dish that's with a tomato base, and there's a bunch of spices and there's chicken and some cream, and it's super, super good over rice. I can't stress this enough. The tikka masala that I'm making is not authentic whatsoever. It's just a recipe that I've kind of crafted through trial and error, and I really like it. It's very, very different than like traditional Indian tikka masala. So take that with a grain of salt, just so you know. But yeah, it's basically a tomato base, so tomato sauce, and we'll use some of the tomatoes that we got from the garden. And we'll put that with the chicken, onions, garlic, and then a bunch of different spices. So things like curry powder, ground masala, paprika, salt for sure, a little bit of cream, like I said. It's perfect over rice. It is one of my favorite dishes that I make. All the things are in the sauce now, in the tikka masala, so I'm gonna get started on the rice. I'll probably make about 5 cups of rice or so, and that'll be enough to make the freezer meals as well as have some meals readily available this week. And one pro tip from a non-professional, of course, is make sure you wash your rice. It makes such a difference in the cooking process. And I'll do about 1 cup of water to 1 cup of rice and put it in the Instapot for about 4 to 5 minutes, and it makes it perfect every single time. So our tikka masala is done and it is delicious. Super happy with how it turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and dish that up, put it into some containers to be frozen. We got about close to 10 freezer meals out of that, which is super great. And I'm gonna get started on the mushroom stroganoff. For the mushroom stroganoff, I like to keep it pretty simple. All it is mushrooms, onions, and garlic. Cook those down a little bit, and then I add some bouillon, and you can use whether you wanna use beef or chicken or vegetable bouillon. Bouillon, you know, the seasoning stuff. And put that into the dish there, and then you can thicken it up. You can use a little bit of cream, you can use a little bit of butter, and then if it's really runny, you can use things like cornstarch or flour to make it into more of a gravy. And that's kind of the consistency we're going for. And once we get that done, we are going to lay that over a bed of some penne noodles, and it's a super quick, easy, and delicious go-to meal for us. So the soup is done and it's all bottled up, and it turned out really, really good, which I'm happy about. Right now we have the pasta water boiling, as well as the mushroom stroganoff gravy is thickening up a little bit. I might have to add some flour to really get it to be that gravy consistency, but this is what it's looking like. Looks pretty yummy. I'm excited, so I'm gonna get the pasta in there and get the gravy done, and we'll have another meal knocked out. Got all the noodles cooked, and we got the gravy, the stroganoff stuff done, and I actually ran out of Tupperware, so I had to put the stroganoff noodles in a baking pan, so hopefully that works all right. But yeah, we're pretty much fast approaching all the meals that we had planned to do today, so I'm gonna go grab some pesto, and I'll throw that in with the rest of the finished or the cooked noodles that I have. We'll have some pesto pasta, and then I will show you the final product of all the stuff that we made today. And it was close to, I estimate, about 30 meals that we made. So that'll last us quite a while. I don't know if it'll quite last us the whole month, but that'll last us quite a while. And yeah, I'm really happy with how today went. So I'm gonna get those last few things wrapped up and show you. We ended up making some tikka masala, some mushroom gravy, stroganoff pasta, some basil or some pesto pasta, some breakfast burritos, and then some chicken wild rice soup. And like I said, I think it all equates to like 25 to 30 meals that we'll have, which is amazing. So that'll last us for sure a week, if not 2 or 3 weeks. And obviously we'll sprinkle in some other meals that we make here and there. But yeah, for only a few hours of work, I'm super happy with how much we were able to get done and make. And this will freeze all really well. And we'll be eating pretty good for the rest of the month. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you did like it, we made another video called Life of a Modern Homesteader a few weeks ago now, and that had some more recipes and cooking in it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and until next time, peace.